My name is Sheilagh O'Leary, and I'm born and raised in St. John's, Newfoundland. And I am a mother of three children, three school-age children. Very proud to be living in St. John's in Newfoundland. I love Newfoundland. And I'm a social activist, have been for over 20 years. I'm also a professional art photographer. And I actually wear many, many hats. And very recently I ran for city council a year and a half ago in 2009 and was elected as councillor at large in the city. So that was another completely new portfolio for me. Yeah. I just thought, I wanted to run because it's a really pivotal time in our development right now in the city. We've got this economic boom, which we've never experienced before. And we all know that basically the next 10 years, I guess, at least, we're going to lay down tracks for development that's going to happen in the city and programs that are going to affect us for decades to come. The social element is the most important one to me. And I think that what happens, my interests in photography as an artist are the same ones that I have in terms of any kind of political work that I'm doing with the city as well. Because I really am interested in the preservation of what is good about our community and moving forward into a more modern society, but still being able to keep some sort of a balance. I'm not an advocate of living in a petri dish. I don't think that we all need to be living in this historic bubble because, we live in a growing, changing society all the time. But I think we'd be absolute fools if we were to disregard the importance of our history and our cultural integrity in the community, because it's such a huge part of what makes us unique and different here in Newfoundland and in St. John's especially. So I thought, well, why not, right? So ignorance being bliss, I threw my hat in the ring and really didn't know what I was getting involved in, other than I have worked, with many different boards and committees, throughout the past couple of decades. And of course I was successful. So sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for. I'm definitely direct action. I'm all about social activism. I'm somebody who's had a placard in my hand on many, many occasions. And so I like being direct about my approach, and I like exposing. I like expose. I mean, I guess as a photographer, that would be, a natural fit. It's something that's very visually oriented, and there it is, and you react to it from there. And, I have three children. And I'm very proud of this place. I'd love to see them have the opportunity to stay, live, and work here if they so choose. And so I guess that's why I've decided to take up the cause of public service. So that's so I guess it is interrelated. And the other thing that I find interesting about it is, I moved out of my parents' house pretty young. Moved downtown, St. John's, and I've worked in retail, I've bartended, I've worked in all kinds of public service before, and went to university here and away. And before I finally found photography as the medium that I wanted to use to express myself. But I have to tell you, bartending is so similar to the work that I'm doing now on City Council. It's the same. What's the difference? You're a public servant. You're working for the people. You come and you need to advise people all the time. It's no different than, in a similar kind of way, right? You're advising people all the time, and you're helping and supporting people. So even though I never probably in a million years would have dreamed that I was going to run for politics, I think it's important to have people with different perspectives representing the citizens in the city. Because, you need to have a voice that represents business. You need to have a voice that represents people that are more on the street level. And, issues like affordable housing and things are very important, especially in this day and age where we know that there's zero vacancy in terms of apartments and escalating housing prices and everything. So there's a lot of things that are affecting people who have been here all along. And this prosperity doesn't necessarily trickle down to everybody. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to have a lot of pressure underneath it, right? And so I'm very interested in making sure that the liveers and for the people who come as well, have a good quality of life.